Hey guys, hope everyone's okay. I thought I'll just start recording videos early this year just to show you the work involved in growing a lot of fig trees. Um, this hobby, in a way, can be quite stressful and quite frankly quite expensive. Some of these varieties can fetch up to like thousands to get hold of, and I do pay good money for these figs when I get them. Luckily, I've been around in the fig community for a while, so I do get favors. People send me, cuttings as a gift or offcuts or little tips like that for grafting and what have you. So I don't really spend as much as I used to, but I still buy fig trees, if you believe it or not. Like I said in my one of my older videos, that I had a massive issue with wood lice. Pretty much every single fig that ripened in this greenhouse, where of course Smith tree, if you remember, called it Grease, Kosuk, Cravat from Board, Beer Board Nursery over there. They've all been eaten. I did get a number of figs from this greenhouse, and I think if I lose all my figs and I just have this greenhouse, I'll still have more than enough to eat myself, my family, even though none of them eat any figs. But you get the point. I'll have more than enough for myself and my neighbors and my family. But we want more better fruits without, although you can still eat them, they just literally poo all over the fruit, and it's just not a pleasant thing to see. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially when I'm trying to make my kids eat them, and they see figs covered in wood lice and their crap. It's just not a nice sight. So I decided to, I took some of your advice, and I've decided to clean up the greenhouse. And you can see if you bind weeds, that's not a problem. Bind weeds has never been a problem growing figs, because figs are so vigorous that the bindweeds are no competition for them. So what I did was I scooped up all the leaves and all the debris and all the offcuts with this little rake, and it's one of the kids garden rake that you can buy from Lidl or Aldi. I had it for years, but it's extremely useful in terms of getting around the trees and in tight spaces. So, and then I used my normal rake. It's sitting outside, and just a broom. I don't know who sell this kind of broom nowadays, but I got it from when I got my other polytunnel. It was owned by a Romanian chap, and he left it in there, and it's extremely useful, guys. I think he made it himself with some sort of straw grass, I don't know, but yeah, if you know where to find some of these, please let me know. I need more of that. So I have decided to clean up greenhouse bit by bit. So this one's done. The next part, this alone won't stop the wood lice, because they will still survive on little nibbly woods. The worst thing that you can leave under a fig tree is offcuts. If you take cuttings, you have to remove them, guys, because the wood lice, they love it, and obviously the leaves, where they hide under these leaves. What I'm trying to do, I'm gonna go around each stump and just have a little dig around it, and then I've got this product called it's a white powder. Forgot the name. I'll put the name up on the screen. If I remember, I'll just shout out. So it's a glass shard. I think it's a fine dust that you can spread around your vegetables or fruits. It's completely organic, and when the insects walk through them, because they got this micro shard-like objects in them, it sort of destroys their body basically the insects will shed into bits. So that will hopefully will stop wood lice from setting their colonies in this greenhouse. So that means they won't reproduce and come back, and we shall have lovely fruits and other bugs to deal with. It doesn't necessarily stop other bugs, and it certainly won't stop the entire population of wood lice, but that's a start. And I'm hoping to get a couple of greenhouses done today. I've done one. I should have done one more, but I've decided to record this video because I haven't been posting many. So this greenhouse, I should have really done a before and after shot. It's as clean as it can get. I mean, I can scoop up some more soil, but they're good compost, and I just literally dumped them under the apple trees. So it was sort of looking like that, just literally covered in leaves and offcuts and everything really. Yeah, in terms of apple trees, I've got a lot of pruning to do. It's just quite a lot of work, guys. And some of the fencing got damaged, so I need to sort that out. So I started gradually filling my path with wood chips. As and when we get delivery, it's free, so I just come and dump them here. This is sort of my main ramp, if you will, going into my sheds, walking down to the car park, and the wood chips is just around the corner behind that greenhouse. So I don't really have to walk a lot like other people have to. Yeah, so little and often. So I'm gonna sort these blueberries out today. That's my other task in my list for today. And I probably won't do another greenhouse because, like I said, I'll do little and often. If I do that greenhouse, that's going to be a couple of hours work. But believe it or not, the other greenhouse only took me like half an hour. But this greenhouse will take at least an hour and a half. And if I do it today, I might get fed up and I'll never come back. Yeah, I don't want to be psychologically affected by cleaning the greenhouses. So I found this in the skip. We got a skip here at the plot. So I try and rescue old machinery and try and fix them myself and sell it, or use it for my gardening purposes. But quite often I do sell them. It's not just for the money. It's good fun, and then I use that money to buy just takeaway, and have fun with the kids. Couple of fig trees, they didn't really grow well last year, and we're not expecting heavy frost or anything, but I just thought I will keep them warm because I do need those varieties. This greenhouse was damaged by the storm. I can't remember the name of that storm, and the side of that greenhouse just came out. So I'm sort of haven't fixed it yet, so I just propped it up with those metal, an old shower and whatever I can find, guys. And this greenhouse here again is a good clean. So I was hoping to do this greenhouse and the one I've already done, but this greenhouse I had a look and it's got not only the rubbish I need to clean up, but it's also got God, I keep forgetting the names of everything. Couch grass, and that requires a bit of pulling. And if you remember, I had a beautiful green grape wine here, and last year, for the first time in my life, I had some grapes of it after 4 or 5 years. And unfortunately, the grape died for reasons unknown. It just literally died. Maybe I pruned it incorrectly, or some kind of bacteria got in. No idea. Maybe it was one of the varieties that's not meant to be pruned heavily during the growing season like we do in the UK. We tend to trim them and keep them tidy, don't we? But I think it's one of them variety that's supposed to be left alone. So some sort of infection got in and it died. That's okay. Still have the other green grape wine in the big polytunnel, but I'm not really fussed about grapes. Like I said in one of my older videos, all these grapes that we get in, I usually give them away or just make juice, and it's gone in one day. So you grow, it takes up a lot of space and a lot of effort, pruning, maintaining and everything, and then it's gone in a couple of days. A lot of them just rot away. So yeah, I'm even thinking about getting rid of the other grapevines so my fig trees get more sunlight and they grow well. So yeah, nothing really to show, to be honest with you guys. In these beds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it with black plastic, clean up the paths before that, of course, and yeah, and also that bed got of persimmon trees. I'm really looking forward to this persimmon growing away. I can actually see some new growth, but they go, I think these persimmon trees, believe it or not, at least 6 years old, and they were poor. If you watch this channel, Joe's Tropical, is it Joe's Tropical? Yeah, Joe's Tropical. It's my mate Joe. He's based in South London. He planted a couple of persimmon trees, and I had these trees before he bought his trees, and his trees are like I don't know, probably 15 foot tall. Nice massive trunk, and he's been picking tons and tons of fruits. And this year I think he had chocolatino persimmon. I haven't seen a video of that, but I've got chocolatino here. So yeah, so the one at the end is oh blimey, can't find the labels now. I know the labels because I've recorded this this plot with the names. I think this one here is this one here is chocolatino, and the other one's aroma, and then tipo, and we got Nikita's gift on the other side. And yeah, so the one in the middle, I can't remember the name now, but I've got the labels. It's all recorded, guys. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to these. These trees, if I had planted in time, should have been at least probably giant trees by now. But we didn't. Well, I left them in square pots for years. They were suffering. They were literally lacking nutrients, and if I had left it for one more year, they probably would have just died, or at least struggled. But I have planted it here late last year in summer. It took a while for them to sort of get going, and I started seeing new growth, which is a good sign. That means it has managed to put its roots down. I don't know if the older stem needs pruning, because obviously, like I said, these trees were sitting in pots for many years, so some of these branches might have been damaged or got stunted, if you will. So the sap flow won't be as good as or vibrant as the new growth. So that's a sort of technique you can use to rejuvenate your older trees. If you see, sometimes I'll show you a good example of that. So a bit like this fig tree here. If you look down there, I had a stump there with these two growth, and they've been like that for many years, and then I had this shoot coming off from this side, and that's just shot up. And of course a lot of trees like that. So these trees, when they sit in pots like that with covered in weeds for years, they tend to just not grow all that well. Let's got another one here. This is Figs-1. See the offshoot is doing really well, but the older growth, about 6-year-old growth, I cut it down this year. It wasn't growing. It just looked so horrible. And same again with Progetto Nero from Paolo Belloni. Like I said last year, it was almost dying, and I planted them in ground. See, this tree was like 6 foot tall with multiple branches, and then I ignored them. And yeah, so I'm hoping that offshoot will grow up into a nice beautiful tree. So that's sort of what I'm hoping with my persimmon trees as well, guys, because I do love persimmon. They are one of my favorite fruits. But yeah, so not a lot to show this year, or this time of year. I mean, it's a Black Madeira KK, one of them. I planted it in ground, hoping that it will get really big, because this variety is quite popular. Even though it wasn't that popular this year, I think people got plenty this year. Col di Fare, Vero Progetto, getting popular, this variety. And the cuttings, I do come here and water them. That's almost looks like it's breaking its dormancy. But yeah, it's been raining non-stop for the past few, I would say past few months even. But I think we are seeing some lovely weather now finally. Yeah, so I can't see some of the varieties I had here. Someone nicked them. Got Bergunia there. Trouble is, because of the lack of space, I leave these pots in growing here, and they die eventually, or they just don't, or someone might nick them. So I'll go Piazzetta, Petrovacci. I had Giselle somewhere here, a beautiful variety, Giselle's. I can't find it now. Got another Verde Negra that's going in ground next year, and no, Giselle probably dead. Bordiso Rosa going in pot, Laurel going in pot. Yeah, these are all, that's Black Madeira, UC Davis, not KK. That's Esmerina, Black Red. Yeah, some of these varieties I need to put them off for sure. Progetto Vero, beautiful fig. Yeah, so San Pietro, Mirko. So yeah, some of these varieties need to be potted up. Neighbour's polytunnel, it's a bit like mine, go ripped into bits by fox, or foxes even, probably have more than bloody. Yeah, so I'm hoping to put a tunnel on top of this frame. That's my plan anyway. Or on that, so at least I can taste some of these figs earlier on. I'll probably do it here because I've got some lovely varieties here. So Hativ di Argentario, Ficalino, Micron Sky Green, Bordiso Negra di Cola Bergunia, Pocuenca Negra, that's Lozano, and that's a Pons Unknown, which seems to be really nice. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet. It's a 3 meter by 4 meter tunnel. I've had it for years in my shed, still haven't put it up. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll do a nice shot from the other side just to show you the length of my plot, and I'll also go one more massive plot on the other side. Yeah, so it's a nice day today, and I think whole week's gonna be nice but freezing, but that's okay. I'll trade rain for sun any day. Thanks for watching.